என்ன நம்பர் மிஸ் நம்ம காலையில போட்டோம் இதுல கேக்குது இதுல போனோம் ஆனா தானே பாட்டிமா முடிஞ்ச லைன் என்னன்னு பார்க்கணும் இங்க இருக்கு இதுவா புத்தகம் இப்படி இருக்கு இதானே இருக்கு மிஸ் இது பாருங்க இதெல்லாம் இன்டர்நெட் புத்தகம் இது இல்ல இப்போ வந்து அந்த இதுலயே வருமே இந்த ரெட்மி எல்லாம் வந்துச்சு இருக்கு இதான் ஓகே இருக்கலாம் ஷீலா பண்ணாங்க எல்லாம்
Hello.
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 Good evening, ma'am. Shall we start?
Good evening, Tom. Resource person. Dr. Arunkumar.
Hello, madam.
You are connected with us already. Thank you, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good
Shall
afternoon,
we
ma'am.
start the session?
Ma'am, my voice is clear.
Yes, sir. You are audible. Your voice is clear, sir.
Okay, madam. We can start.
Shall we start?
Yes, madam.
Just a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Revati?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Shall we start?
Yes, ma. Yes.
Ma'am, am I audible?
Yes, ma. You are audible, ma. You start.
Yes,
Already
ma'am.
it's
Yes,
time.
ma'am. Yes. A very good afternoon, one and all. I am indeed pleasure to welcome you all to the third session of this day. The soul should always stand open and ready to welcome any delightful experience. Now I invite Dr. K. Juliet Catherine Angel, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, to welcome and introduce the resource person. Please, ma'am.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's a moment of privilege and honor for me to extend a hearty welcome to all of you for the third day's afternoon session of the 5 days online FDP. It gives me immense pleasure in welcoming Dr. B Arunkumar, Assistant Professor in the Department of Data Science, St. Joseph's College, Tiruchirappalli, to the third session of the day. Sir has done his Bachelor's in Applied Sciences, Computer Technology, and Master's in Applied Sciences, Information Technology at KSR College of Technology. He has completed his MPhil and Doctorate in Computer Science at Bharatdasan University, Tiruchirappalli. Sir has 7 years of experience both in teaching and research. He has qualified in the state eligibility test conducted by Mother Teresa Women's University and has published 26 research articles in various international and national journals as well as conferences. His research areas are data mining, cloud security, cryptography, and data science. I once again cordially welcome you, sir. The session is yours, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your wonderful introduction. So, shall I take the session, ma'am?
Yes, sir. The session is yours.
Thank you, ma'am. Right. So, good afternoon to everyone. So, today in this session, we are going to see the software name called Tableau. It is a data visualization software. In the world, we are having many number of visualization softwares, but why Tableau places at the first position? Because it will store large amount of data and it can handle large volume of data, and it will build the charts or a graph within 10 to 30 seconds. So whatever may be the data you are giving in a large volume, it will take only 10 to 30 seconds to build any graphs. So that's why it is topmost position in the world, right? So today we are going to see that software. Before get into the software, we will look into some theoretical part of the software. Then we will directly work with the software. If anybody having any doubts or clarification needed during the lecture session, you can disturb me, no problem. You can clarify your doubts and we will continue the lecturing too. If you are not liking that thing, you can ask at the end of the session, no problem. I will always welcome your doubts, right? So I am sharing the screen right now. If it is visible, you can inform to me.
Arunkumar, sir, sorry for the interruption. Kindly switch on your video, sir.
Okay, madam.
Just for the question. You can just keep your switch on the video and then you can.
It's okay, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. You can present now.
Okay. My screen is visible, ma'am. Ma'am, my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You are visible.
Okay.
Your voice is clear, and your screen is also visible. You can proceed, sir.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. So, our first question is what is Tableau, right? So, before getting to Tableau, we want to know the two big questions. So, what are those two big questions? Are what is data visualization, right? So we want to know what is data visualization, and the second thing is why data visualization is important. You can imagine one thing: you are having large volume of data and you are working in a company, and the HR manager or some manager, they have given the large volume of data in the Excel sheet, and they are asking something to make prediction on the data. So it is possible, but we require more number of hours to get the prediction, and also it is too complex. But the same thing, the same company providing in a tabular format, you can easily, that means tabular format in the sense the data are converted into a bar charts or pie charts, we can easily identify the predictions from the data, right? So for that, comparing to the raw data or the process data, visualization is easiest one for the humans that can be do all kind of process, right? So that's why we are liking visualization more, right? So now we will get into the definition. What is visualization, right? So it is a graphical representation of quantitative information and data by using visual elements. So whenever we are representing the entire graphs in a visual manner, we want to use some visual elements, that is called graphs, charts, maps, or whatever the visual elements which are related to that particular tool, right? So basically by doing this visualization, it convert a large and small data set into visuals, right? So we can easily understand those things and we can easily process those data. So data visualization tool provides accessible ways to understand outliers, patterns, trends in the data, right? So whenever we are doing visualization, it will be very much easier to find out the outliers, patterns, or the recent trends which are hidden in the data, right? Next one, why we are going for this data visualization and why it is important. So to make easier in understand and remember, right? So whenever we are having a visualized image, it will be very much easier for a humans. So next one is to discover unknown facts, outliers, and trends. Third one is to visualize the relationship and patterns quickly. Next one is to ask a better question and make a better decision, right? So looking the visualized data, we can easily ask many number of questions regarding to that problem, and we can also come out with many different types of decisions, right? Next one is to competitive analysis, and we can improve our insights. So we have existing insights and you want to come out with some improvement. With the help of visualization, we can easily do that insights, right? So now we want to know what is Tableau, right? So Tableau is nothing but it's a business intelligent tool, right? So for visually analyzing the data, right? The tool was developed for the business intelligence, and it is a visualized tool where we can analyze large volume of data. So what is the main purpose of this tool is simplifying raw data into an understandable format. We are having many number of raw data. That raw data can be easily understand with the help of this tool, and whatever the analysis we are doing with the help of this tool, this can be understand by the person who are belong to that organization at different levels. For an example, if you are a team member, you are doing these kind of things, the processed data or the processed visualization things that can be easily understood by your team member, colleague team members or team leaders or your managers that in an organization, right? So it also create the customized dashboard, right? So we will create many number of visualization, and all the visualization can be put it in a single dashboard for the viewing, right? So for this purpose, we are going for this Tableau tool, right? So in this Tableau, we are having different number of products available. Of course, right now we are having 14 products available in Tableau, and these Tableau products are basically classified into two categories. One is developer tool and another one is sharing tool. Now we will know what is the developer and the sharing tool. Developer tool. The developer tool is mainly focused on developing charts, dashboards, whatever reports we want, we can create, and we can create the stories that will help to understand the solution for a problem in a sequence manner, right? So what are the products which are available for developer tool is Tableau Desktop and Tableau Public, right? So these are all some examples. Apart from that, we are having many number of products. Recently they have developed n number of products in Tableau. And sharing tools. So main purpose of this sharing tool is whatever work we have completed in the visualized manner, we want to share this to our organizational members, right? So our higher officials, they need to look into our visualization to make some decisions, right? So for that, it is easily shareable from your dashboard to others, right? So for that, we are having sharing tool. In that, we are having Tableau server, online, and reader, right? So these are all the two different categories which are available in Tableau products, right? So I have taken few number of products which are available in Tableau. For an example, I have taken Tableau preparation, Tableau desktop, Tableau public, Tableau server, Tableau online, Tableau mobile, and Tableau reader. So I have taken few number of products available in the Tableau, right? So in that Tableau tool, we are having only two possibilities to load the data, right? Or we can access the data, one through the files and another one is through the database, right? So within these two things, we can access the large volume of data, right? So I have classified in a different manner like data preparation, data visualization, data sharing, and data viewing, right? So these are all the things which will fit those Tableau products. So first one is Tableau preparation, right? So in our database, we are having raw data. That means the data is not cleaned and it is not in a proper format. You can use Tableau preparation, right? So in this Tableau preparation, it will give a wonderful ETL process. So we are aware that ETL is nothing but extract, transfer, and load, right? So in a database, this is very basic things. This should be carried out to make a data in a cleaned manner. After that, we are going for replacing missing value. All the things we can do with the help of Tableau preparation, right? So next one is we are going for Tableau Desktop, right? So this is the software which is mainly used for visualizing the data, right? So this is very wide variety of visualization process available in the tool, right? Next one is Tableau Public, right? So Tableau Desktop and Tableau Public both are doing the same process. They are doing visualization process. Then you can ask one question, sir, we are having two different softwares. What is the purpose of these two? Tableau Desktop is a licensed version. For that you want to pay amount. Tableau Public is a free version. And in Tableau Desktop, you can access the files and in files and databases. But in Tableau Public, we can access only the files. It won't support the databases. So these are all the smaller common difference which these two products having in the scenario. Right? Next one is Tableau servers. This is the dedicated server which is maintained in the company. If you want to publish any data after visualizing, you can use Tableau server for publishing the data. Next one is Tableau Online. For this, we want a dedicated server. We can directly publish our data in a cloud platform, right? So these are all the two different things. And Tableau Public is also used for sharing the data, right? So next one is data viewing. So all the visualization things can be viewed in a browser. Apart from that, we can view the data using Tableau mobile. And if you are not interested in publishing the data and you want to see only the data which are all created by the visualization tool, for that you can use Tableau readers, right? So these are all the some products which I have identified. These are all the basic things which required to publish our data or you want to do some analysis, right? So next one is, right now we are entering into a tool called Tableau Desktop. It contains many number of process capabilities for analyzing our data, right? So this is the first page. When you start the Tableau Desktop server, you will get this page as your home page, right? So in a website, the first page will be called as a home page. In a software, this is the page you get at the starting of the Tableau Desktop, right? So on the left side, you have a connect option. So what is the meaning of connect option? Means you can load the data or you can connect the data with the software, right? So here we have a to file. In that we are having many number of files. This section will help us to load the files, right? And the next section is you can connect the data which are stored in our databases, right? So these are all the two things which are available in the left pane. At the bottom of the left pane, we are having saved data sources. These are all the sample data sources which are given in the Tableau tool, right? So you can use the data sources too, right? Next one is open a workbook, right? Generally in Tableau, whatever visualization you are saving, that will be considered as the Tableau workbook. If already you completed a workbook, you can use the open workbook and you can load the workbook in the tool, right? Next to this is discover. Under that you are having training. So in this we are having many number of tutorials to know about the Tableau, right? And next below that we are having resources. This will help you what are the things happening in the Tableau community, right? So these are the things which are available in the first page of the Tableau Desktop, right? So this is the next page. After loading the data, it will shows the second page like this. This is data source page, or else you can name it as data source tab. I will show you in the tool. So you want to know this entire environment, right? So first one is this will be your table name. That means whatever file you are entering into this tool, that file name will be displayed here, right? So next one is this will display the sheets which are available in the Excel, right? The first part will be displayed your file name. The second part will be displayed your sheets. So I am having only one sheet, that's why it is showing only one sheet. If I am having more number of sheets, it will display more number of files over there, right? So next one is this is connection, right? So in Tableau we are having two different connections. One is live and another one is extract. I will teach you this later. And next one is filter. Filter also I will teach you in later. If you want to filter out something, you can use this. And next one is column values, right? So these are all the columns names. In the column names, we can do many number of operations, and these are all the things which will related to the column values. For an example, so alias in a table, if you want to create some alias row column, that will show here. If you are hiddening something in the column, that will be shown with the help of the hidden files. And next one is At the bottom, we are having one icon. The first icon will be the creation of worksheets. This will be for new worksheet. And the second icon will be for the creation of new dashboards. And the third icon will be for the creation of new stories, right? So these are all the things which are available in the data source tab, right? So if you have any doubt, you can ask me, or else I will move to the next section. Next section. Right. So I'm moving to the next section. So in Tableau Environment, we are having 4 different things. First one is workbook. Workbook is nothing but it contains sheets which can be a worksheet, dashboard, or a story. Right. So the workbook consists of a worksheet or more than one worksheet, a dashboard or more than one dashboard, a story or more than one story, up to you. So how many number of stories you want to create, you can create. How many number of dashboards you want to create, you can create. And many number of worksheets you require, you can open the worksheets, right? So these are all things. In the session, in today's session, we are going to see working with the worksheets, dashboard, creation of dashboard and creation of stories, right? So next one is worksheet. So it contains a single view. It is a worksheet. It will looks like an Excel, but it has some other pans in that. So in that you will have shelves, legends, and the data pane, which are present in the worksheets. And the next one is dashboard. It is collection of views. So what are all the sheets we are creating? That all the sheets we can put into a single dashboard. That is called multiple worksheets. We can put it into a single view. That is called collection of views. And the last one is story. It contains a sequence of worksheets or dashboard that work together to convey information, right? So after creating our visualization, after creating our dashboard, we can make a sequence to display the content to the officials, right? So it will looks like a sequence, right? So for that we are using that story, right? So next one is view of data. I will show this part in the tool, right? So next one is view of data. Will have 2 different types. One is dimension and measures. Basically all the dimensions are represented in blue color and all the measures are represented in green color. So what is the meaning of dimension here? Dimension is nothing but it is a qualitative data, right? So next one is measures. It is nothing but your quantitative data, right? So our entire data set is divided into 2 categories. One is dimension and another one is measure. Dimension will hold the discrete value and measure will hold the continuous value, right? So and in Tableau we are having data types like numbers decimal, numbers whole. These 2 are represented in a single category and the symbol of these 2 things are represented as hash. So another data type is date and time, that will be displayed with the icon of calendar with clock, right? So another data type is date, that will be represented in the icon of calendar. And fourth one is string, that will be represented in ABC. Next one is boolean, that is true or false. Next one is graphical role, that will be represented with the globe symbol, right? So in our tool we will get the data type like this only. So in geographical role we will have airport, area code, CBSM, MSA, city, congregation, district, country, region, country, latitude, longitude, everything will be comes under the geographical role, right? So Tableau have 2 different file types. First one is Tableau workbook. Second one is Tableau package work, right? So these are the 2 things. Apart from that, we are having many number of file types. So now we will see only the basic types, right? So what is Tableau workbook? It is an XML document, right? Tableau workbook is an XML document. It contains the information about your sheets, dashboard and stories, right? So in our Tableau workbook, we will have only the sheets, dashboards and stories. Apart from that, we won't have anything. It references a data source such as Excel file or Tableau Desktop extracted, right? So in this also we are having two different files. One is live file and another one is extracted file, that is also supported by Tableau workbook. If the file is saved, once we are saving that particular workbook, this will link all the sources, right? So what are all the sheets we are worked, what are all the dashboards we have worked, what are all the stories we worked, all the things will be communicate or linked with the source file, right? So next one is Tableau package workbook. It is a compressed file. It is nothing but the zip file. It includes data source file, data Tableau workbook, and other files which are all required for that package file, right? So it does not link to the original source. Why it is not linked means the Tableau package workbook is mainly used for publishing our data. Publishing in the sense we will share our data. So for that purpose, we are creating this Tableau packaged workbook, right? So now we will go to the tool, right? So if you have any doubt, you can ask. So I have already completed one workbook. That's why I'm showing here. So I am opening the databases. This won't available. I have downloaded these things and I have modified according to my purposes, right? So you can download these data set. It is freely available in the websites, right? So for your better understanding, this is a simple data set. So it's a very simple data set. The data set name was Irish, right? So this data set is used by all researchers for their researching purposes. So it consists of 5 attributes. One is sepal length, sepal width, petal length, and petal width, and variety. The data set contains 3 different varieties. One is setosa, versicolor, and Virginia, right? So with these parameters, right? So I have taken this. For your understanding of data types, I have created my own Excel sheet, right? So it is a data set I have created. So first I will load this data, right? So for your better understanding, I am loading the Excel file, right? See this, I am selecting Microsoft Excel. In that I am selecting data set in that sample Irish, right? So after selecting this, you can click open. It will take few minutes of time to load the data. If you are using with high-end system, it will take within the seconds to open the data, right? See here, sir. So this is the table name. So I have created that Excel sheet name is sample Irish, that is showing here. And also see here, I am having two different sheet. I will show you. So see here, I am having Irish 1 and Irish 2. Both the same data. For your understanding, I have created this two file, right? So if your file contains only one sheet, the software will load the data directly. If your Excel file contains more number of sheets, at the time you want to view the data, means two option is there. One is you can drag over the sheet name, and at the right side you are having view data option. By clicking this, you can view your data. This is the first option for viewing the data, right? So see here, your data are separated into dimensions as well as the measures, right? So here variety is a dimension and remaining all 4 attributes are measures, right? So these are all continuous and this is discrete field, right? So this is the one way to view the data. If you are not comfortable with this, what you can do means you can close this and you can drag this sheet and put it here, right? So when you drag and put this sheet, you will get the clear information about the data which are present in the data set, right? So this is the simple procedure to load the data. Now I have loaded the Excel file. If you have any doubt, you can ask questions. If you have any doubt in this procedure, right? So next one is I have created the same in JSON format. Same iris data set I have created in JSON format. If you want to view this iris data, you can view this. See here, I am opening a new tab, so you can view the JSON data. Sir, this is the JSON format of same iris data, and I have created the same iris data in PDF format, right? So you can load many number of data types into the Tableau format. And one beautiful thing I have observed in the table, see here. So this is iris, we can normally load with the help of the PDF too. And one beautiful thing is, see here, this is a book, right? So this is a book. I have extracted, this book consists of 731 pages. I have extracted only few pages. So here the book contains some tables. This PDF book contains some tables. So that tables can also open in Tableau, right? So it is taking time. So I will directly work in the sheet. So I am clearing the workbook. So close data source. So I am once again opening that PDF file. Personal presentations. Right. I have opened. You can open the entire pages, or else you can open a particular page. That is second page. I am giving OK here. So see here in the second page, I am containing one table that will be opened in Tableau. Okay, see here, this is the table I am getting here, right? So same thing, 0, 1, 10, 1 into 10. So see here, the same table I am getting 0, 1, 10, 1 into 10, right? So why this PDF is supporting means whenever we are getting some documents. For an example, right now we are facing COVID. So in that we are having, we are getting many number of reports, and that reports contain tables, right? So if you want to convert the table into a processing format, it will take time. But here, the Tableau directly converts the table from the PDF to the processing format, right? So it supports Excel, JSON, PDF, and many number of formats, right? So these are all the procedures you can load the data. Now I am closing this. So now I am going to open the data from the data servers. Sorry. So I am going to back to, I am loading the data. So I am going to Google Drive, right? See here, it's a Google Drive. So it will ask for authentication. Once you authenticated, you can load the data from the drive too, right? So drive, it is maintained in some other remote place. So from that place I am loading the data, right? So it will ask for authentication. In that authentication you want to give those details. So it will ask for authentication. So it is taking time. Okay, no problem. If time permits, we will load that. So now we will directly work with the Excel files. So now my first data is data types. So if you want to see the data type, you can see the data type 2. Data type I have created, right? So it consists of 11 records, and I have created one with decimal value, whole value, date and time, date and string. This is boolean value, this is state value. So I have not converted this as a state value. For understanding, I am doing this as a attribute, right? So I am taking this as a data. So now see here, we are having data at column name, right? So in the sheet we are having A, B, C, D, E, F, right? So now top of this A we will have one hash symbol, right? So if you click that symbol, it will shows the attribute is of type number decimal, right? So if your data is belong to decimal or whole, at the top of this it will present the hash symbol. This is date, right? So I have created this as a date, right? So for that it will shows the date data type, right? Here I have created date with type, that's why it is showing date and time. And here it is a string, and here it is a boolean, right? True or false is a boolean, that's why it is representing T/F, right? So and this last one is string. I said that it is state name, right? So now see here, I am doing one thing. Instead of G, I am converting this as state, right? I am changing the header name and I am saving this. Now you refresh this file. Now see here, the state will converted with the another value called globe symbol, right? So now it is called as a geographical role. Even though it is a string, it is a geographical role. See here, it is a state, right? So using this, you can directly do any modifications. For an example, this is number whole value. If you, it is a decimal value, if you want to convert to number whole, it will be converted, right? See here, so it is a whole value. So next one, it is whole. If you want to convert to decimal, it will convert to decimal, right? So what are all the conversion you need, you can done in this part itself, right? So now I am clicking this. So I am making this as a hide attribute, right? So hide column, so no more else it will displayed in the screen. And I am making B also hide, right? So now I am not getting both two attributes, right? So now I am clicking here, show hidden files, right? If I am clicking, I will get back those two hidden files and I will make it as unhide, right? So this option is also available in Tableau, right? So and this field will show how many records which are present in the table, right? So these are all the things which are necessary for this data source tab. See here, I am loading another data. Right, sir, I am having two tables. One is Irish 1, and see here this is Irish 2, right? So see here I will make as union, right? So that means I have combined both the sheets data here. See here, this is Irish 1 data say sheet, and another apart from that we will have Irish 2 data sheet, right? So if you have many number of tables and you want to combine and you want to do some analysis, means you can do this, remove. And if you am having Irish 1 and I want to need only the common things which are available in table 2, right? I can make the connection here. We will have the joined operation, right? So what type of join to be done for both the tables, whether it should be an inner join or it should be a left join, right join, or full outer join. So you can think about the joins and you can perform accordingly with two tables, right? We can work with the two tables, right? So next one is connection, right? So here we are having two different things. One is live and another one is extract. So live is nothing but whenever you are doing some changes in the data sets, it will reflect in the table of sheets. If we are doing with the extracted data, the extracted data is nothing but it is the copy of the data and that is static. You could not change anything. In the live, if you update anything in the Excel sheet, that will be reflected in your table sheets. If you are using extracted connection mode, whenever you are doing some modification in the Excel sheet, it will not happen in the table sheets. Whatever updation you are doing in the Excel sheet, it will not reflect in the table sheet, right? So now we will move to the sheet 1. So this is our processing environment. So see here in this I am having two tables. So I am remove one table here. So for removing, you can remove the option which is present in the arrow mark of the particular data sheet name, right? So now I am going to Tableau sheets, right? So see here we are having two different sections in the data pane. So here first one is dimensions, right? So dimension is nothing but it is a discrete field, right? So measure in the sense it will have continuous values, right? So see here discrete value always represented in blue pills. So the fields which are called in Tableau is called pills, right? So now see here I am using variety here. So it will shows different varieties, right? So it will display in a column manner. If I am moving this variety to here, it will display in a row manner, right? So in Tableau, whatever data set we are loading, apart from that, we are having few attributes which are automatically generated. So see here measure names, this is automatically generated, and in the measures you can see number of records and measure values. So these are all automatically generated values, right? So now see here I am calculating the records with the, see here, right? So we will get a wonderful graph. So in this each species consists of 50 records. So it is representing 50, 50, 50, right? So I am not comfortable with this view. I want to make this view into a another manner, means you can click this button, this is swap, right? So it will change the column and row value, right? So using the swap button we can change the column and row value, right? So and also in this graph I am not comfortable with the variety because all these three colors are showing the same color. I need to do some variations, right? So for that I am dragging the variety and I am putting this variety in the color mark card, right? So now it will show the values in a different colors, right? So what I did, I have taken the variety and I have put it in the color. So till now I am not satisfied with this graph because I am getting legend, but if these legends are present inside the graph, it will be very useful. So that's why what I am doing, I once again getting the variety and put it in the label, right? So at the top of the each graph, it will display the variety name, Setosa, Versicolor and Virginica, right? So these are all the different parameters we can use from the dimension and mock cards, right? So see here, this is the size card which is available in the mock card, right? So I am thinking the bar which are all too, the width is too large, so I can reduce the width of the graph, right? So using the size icon which is present in the mark card, I can very much comfortable to increase and decrease the size of the bars, right? So next, I am not comfortable with the bar graph, right? So now you can change the bar graph to line graph. It will display in the line graph. If you want to area, it will display in area. If you want some pie chart, it will display in pie chart. So it is differently mentioning. So if we are having categories of data, we can use pie chart. So whenever we are doing visualization, you want to use the app graph or charts for the visualization procedure, right? So next one is we are going for sorting the data, right? So for that I am taking another data set. So I am removing this data, right? So I am loading another data. This is also in Excel file. This is a general global superstore data set. So it contains many number of attributes with discrete and continuous values, right? Right, sir. So I am having three sheets in that I am taking order sheet, right? So this sheet is very much useful for analyzing the entire table because all varieties of data are present in the order table. So the data gets loaded. I am moving to sheet, right? So now I am going for sorting the data, right? So I am taking the subcategory here, right? And the sales under the subcategory, right? So this is the graph I am getting from the tabular tool. So I have taken subcategory. Subcategory consists of accessories. So you can change and view the data. So accessories, appliances, art, binders, bookcases, chairs, copiers, envelopes, fasteners, everything is there, right? So we will get a graph, right? Now I want to make this from the sorting order, right? So see here, if I click this icon, So which is next to the sales, we will get one icon. This is for sorting the data, right? So now it is short from descending to ascending, right? From higher value to smaller value. If you click next, it will from ascending order. So this is normal thing. It is a default order. If you click this, you will get the descending order. If you click once again this, you will get the ascending order. This is the one way you can sort the graph, or else you can do one thing, right? So in the top of the bar, you will have the option called ascending order and descending order, right? So if you click this, you will get the ascending order of the graph, or if you click this, you can get the descending order of the graph, right? So this is the sorting of the graphs. So we are having many number of values we can sort, right? So now instead of this, I am showing the category 2. So now I have converted the graph into category wise, right? So in the category we are having furniture, office supply and technology, right? So I have created the categories, right? So I have included another parameter. So that is category. So I have get a wonderful visualization graph here, right? So I want to get these graph in a hierarchical order, right? So see here, I will show how the hierarchy will be. I am removing these two. You can use this, or you can simply drop here. It will clear the data, right? So see here, I am taking order date. So it is year wise order, and I am taking sales here, right? So it is showing year wise, right? So if I am click the plus symbol here, it will show quarter wise. If I am click this quarter, it will show month wise, right? So if I am clicking month, it will show day wise, right? So this is called hierarchy, right? So you can view January. In the month of January, what are the sales done from the first day, day 1, day 2, that means 2nd of January, 3rd of January, 4th of January, 5th of January, right? So I am not comfortable with this gap, then I am moving to month wise, right? So now I am getting first month, that means in the quarter, right? So January, February, March is one quarter, and in that quarter we are getting month wise, right? So this is also not comfortable. Then I am moving to quarter, right? So 2011, this is first quarter, this is second quarter, and this is third quarter, and this is fourth quarter, right? So using this, you can analyze the sales which are done with the company, right? So this is called hierarchy, right? So now what I am doing, the same thing I am doing for other attributes, right? So see here, I am combining the category and the subcategory, right? So what I am doing, I am taking this subcategory and I am moving to the top, and I am merging with this, and it will ask for a creating hierarchy, right? If I am give okay here, so it will create a hierarchy, right? So the hierarchy name is category and subcategory. Now see this, I am taking this category and I am taking sales with this category, right? So I am getting categorized wise data, and then I am moving this. Now I am getting subcategory wise data, right? So if once again I want to need the product name, means I can take the product name and I can merge with the data, right? Sorry. Right? So this is also categorized. If I am click the subcategory, we will get the product name. See here, so it is getting product name, right? So I am not with the product name. I am go to the subcategory wise. I am getting the details. and I am moving to the category wise. So likewise, we can create many number of hierarchies for the existing fields, right? So next one is grouping, right? So I am removing this hierarchy option. Right now we get back to the original position. So we can create the hierarchy to analyze the data, right? So next one is grouping the data, right? So I am taking category, create group, right? So in that I am making furniture and office supplies as a one group, right? So now our grouped data parameter will be furniture and office supplies. So you want to apply this and you want to click OK. Now what it will do? So this category will be created as a group, right? So this is normal category, right? You will get furniture, office supply and technology, right? This is the normal category. And see here, this is category group. So furniture and office supply are in single group and technology is in another group, right? So I am removing this. Now you get furniture and office supply and technology, right? So you can create as a group, right? So I have created category group. If you want to create another category group, means you can go with subcategory, create group, right? So what you want to do means, first of all you want to click the subcategory. In the right corner you will have an arrow mark, so click that. You will get a create option. In that create option you can make it as group, right? So here we are having many number of values, right? So I am making first 5 values: accessories, aeroplanes, art, binder and bookcases. So I am making group and the group name is group 1, right? So I am applying this and I am making OK, right? So now we will get the subcategory group. Now I am removing this. We are checking with subcategory group. So this is one part, and another part is I am checking the group sales. Right, see here I am swapping this. So you will get chairs, copiers, envelope, fasteners, furnishings, and see group 1. If you click that group 1, you are having subcategory group 1. So in this group, we are having 5 items that are merged together, right? So you can do these kind of groupings to do the visualization, right? So next, if you want to do any modification in the group, once again you can select that particular pan subcategory group, right? So in that right corner you are having one arrow mark. Open that and you can have an edit group option, right? So click that. You will get back the same pan. If you are not comfortable with bookcase, you can ungroup this and you can go for chairs and copiers. Now you can make the group, right? So if you want to get back these things to the group, you can make it here. So it will make a group. Chairs and then copiers. So what I did, I have removed the bookcases and I have added chairs and copiers to the existing group 1. Now I am applying this. This is a grouping condition. Then I am click OK here. Now see here. So earlier the bookcases won't available in the graph. Now it is available, and chairs and copier it is not available, and it is moved to the group, right? So now I can display this chart with the help of sorting option in an ascending or descending order, right? So ascending or descending order, whatever order you want, you can save this viewport, right? So this is the procedure for grouping the data, right? So now I am removing these two. Next we are looking for filter option, right? So now we will take the subcategory column, right? So we will take sales here, right? So we will get a graph, right? So now I want to filter out something, right? So now I am removing this subcategory group, delete. So I am taking this subcategory group to apply filter, right? So I am taking this to the filter card, right? So see here, whenever we are applying filters, we want to remove some attributes that are not required for the analysis, right? So here we are having 4 different tabs. One is general, another one is wildcard, another one is condition, and another one is stock, right? So first general, if you don't want these accessories and art, you can apply this and you can click OK. That fields are removed from the graph, right? So this is the option for filter. I am swapping this and I am bringing back those things. Once again I am editing filter. Now I am checking the accessories, appliances, part, right? So now I am applying and click OK. So I am getting these 3 things, right? So this is the procedure to apply filters, right? So now I am applying the same filter. I am using wildcards, right? So wildcard in the sense I am starting with, right? So if I am typing A, so what are the names which are start with the letter capital A, that will be available, right? See here, accessories, appliances, and all, right? So these are all the data which are starting with letter capital A. Whenever you are using wildcard, you should be very careful because Tableau is a case sensitive data, right? So see here, I am applying the same edit filter. I am using wildcard. Instead of capital A, I am using small a, and you can check. Right? So it's case sensitive. If it starts with A, there is no data, only it is taking capital A, right? So next one is, if you want to edit the filter with ends with, so I am giving S here. So what are all the data which are ends with yes in the field name, that will be displayed here. So accessories, appliances, binders, bookcases, chairs, chalk copiers, envelopes, right? So now I am giving edit filter I am exactly matching with auto, right? So I am clicking OK. I am not getting any graph because there is no word matched with auto, right? So this is the way you want to use filters, right? So next one is we are going to see the charts, right? Right. So whenever you want to create a chart for your analysis, you can click the show me button. Here we are having many number of charts, right? So if you click on the chart, it will give you what are the things required for the particular chart analysis. For an example, take the bar graph. You want to have one dimension and one measure, right? So if I want to draw a bar graph, I need to have a one dimension, that is subcategory and sales, right? So you can convert this into many number of varieties. You can convert this as a bubble graph. You can convert this as a pie chart. So this is normal pie chart. If you want to view, you can go with entire view. It will show all the data. If you want to name of the data, then you can take the subcategory pills and you can drag and drop it in the label, right? So now you get the value for the pie chart, and if you need the sales value here, now you can drop the sales and put it in the label. Now you get the sales value, right? So you can create like this. But whenever you want to create a charts, so you should go to the respective chart and you want to identify what are the things required for the preparing chart, right? See here, it need one date type, zero or more dimensions, and one or more measures, right? So here, if you want to do a pie chart, then we want to have one dimension, one measures. If you want to draw a histogram, you need only one measure, right? Zero or more dimension, two measures, right? So see here, I am removing this, I am removing these two, right? So if I want to see the sales, so I am click this graph, right? See here, it will shows in a histogram, right? So count of sales here, right? So I have given only sales. This is also sales, right? So it is only one measure taken to draw a histogram, right? So likewise, you can draw many number of graphs that can be used for your analysis, right? So now I will show you few graphs, right? So I am taking this as a graph 1. I am renaming the sheet. This is chart 1. So in the chart 1, I am doing category versus sales, right? I am getting a graph, right? So if I want to change the chart name, means I want to click here, we will get a pan. So in that you can specify the category with sales, right? So you can change the font name in different manners, right? You can change the font size, and you can change bold, italic, underline, and you can able to change the color of the font, and you can have the alignment, whether it should be placed in the center or right aligned or left aligned, right? So after doing all these things, if you give apply, so it will reflect in your graph, right? So see here, I am using Arial, I am giving apply, and I am giving OK here. So I am getting the title of the graph, right? So likewise, I can create another graph for that I am using sheet 2. This is rename as chart 2, right? So in this I am using the same sales, right? So I am using the order date, right? So I am getting some other graph. If I want, I can extend this. So this is sales details for every quarter, right? So now I am apply, I am click here, right? So I have created the quarter wise data, right? So if I am making this order at date in the page pan, right? So what I am doing, I am creating order date in the column value, and I am making sales in the row wise, and I am making the order date in the page pan, right? Once I make this order date in the page pan, see here I will get one pan that is called year pan, right? So this is the value which are done in the 2011 year, and these are all the 4 quarters. If I am move this, so this is the sales which are all done in 2012 quarter, right? So what is the purpose of page pan means, instead of looking the entire graph, you want to look year by year. That is also possible, right? So see here 2012, 2013 and 2014, right? So if I am remove this pan, right? So you will get all 4 years quarter values, right? So based on your necessity, this page is required or not, right? So I am creating another chart. So here I am creating the map chart, right? So for map chart, you need the geographical data, right? So see here I am creating the map. I have double clicked the state. It is a geographic location. So it will create a map data. See here, it is a Indian map. So what are the sales we done based on the respective states? It will create it. Now I am adding the values, right? So now I am adding the state name here. So for that I am taking the state bit, I am put it in the label pan. So it will shows the name Jammu Kashmir, Delhi. These are all the things which are out of the range. That means it could not display the data, right? So these are all the places where the sales are done. Now we want to know the sales value. Now move the sales value to the label. You will get the sales value for each states, right? See here, this is 19,000, this is 5,000, this is 5,000. Likewise you can have, right? If you want to have some modification in the dots, again you can move the state to the color pan. It will take different colors. See here, each one is different colors, right? So I am removing this. Now it will have a common color. Now if you want to change the shape, right? So go to here, you can identify the shape icon. Now you can click this. If you want to change the shape, you can change the shape like this. So what are all the points displayed in the circle? filled circle, it will convert it to plus. So now you can change to asterisk. So it will change accordingly, right? So now it is not good. It is the size is very small. If you want to make the size bigger, you can make it bigger, right? So whenever we are drawing the map graph, we need a geolocation, right? So using this, we can analyze the data and we can display these analysis to the higher officials, right? So I am reducing the size here, right? I am taking the subcategory. I am creating another sheet. This is I am renaming to chart 3, right? I am creating another one sheet. This is chart 4. Chart 4. So I am taking only the subcategory. So I am taking sales here. So I am getting bar graph. I don't want this bar graph. I am moving to pie chart. So in the pie chart, I am going to entire view. After getting this pie chart, I am mentioning the category name and the sales. So here I am getting the sales value. So what I will do, I will click the arrow which is present in the sale. I can go to quick table calculation. So in that I am going for percentage of total. So now, so the entire graph is converted into percentage, right? You can also do this for converting your analysis. So now I can easily show the bookage is 11.6 percentage and charge is 11.8, copier is 11.9. So in this, which is the highest sale among these products, so I can easily tell phones are the highest selling products according to this graph, right? So now I have created 4 different charts, right? So now I want to represent these 4 different charts into a dashboard, or I can make it a collective one. So for that I am making the dashboard. See here the second icon that is used for creating the dashboard, right? So this is the work area for creating the dashboard. So see here, what are all the sheets we have created? That sheets are loaded here. Now see here, in this dashboard creation, we are having 2 different varieties. One is tiled and another one is floating, right? So what is tiled means, if you drag and drop this chart, so it will acquire the entire area, right? So if I am taking another chart, likewise it will take half of the area, right? So if I am taking another chart, so it will take another half of the area, and it will, if I move this, so now in a single pan I am getting all 4 charts. So I show this in the presentation you see here. So I am getting all these 4 charts, right? So now you can copy as an image, right? So I have copied all the things I have copied, and if I want to paste it in my PPT, so that can be easily done here, right? Sorry. Right? So likewise, you can easily copy all the graphs, right? So, and you can easily paste in your research course, or you can paste in your PPT, or you can paste in your Word file, right? So this is the presentation view of the Tableau, right? So see here we are having accessories, appliances, right? So all the legends are present here, right? So I have put all the things in a one container. This is chart 1, chart 2 and chart 3, chart 4, right? So this is called dashboard creation, right? So next one is final one is after creating this dashboard you want to make all the things in a sequence order, right? So for that I am going to create one story, right? So this is the working area for the story, right? So this is the caption where you can give the names. So first I am making the chart category. I am placing here, and this is category wise sales details, right? So next I am taking the chart and I am placing here. So this is sub, subcategory wise sales, right? So next one is I'm taking this chart, I'm making this. State wise sales, right? So I have created a story. So when I am representing these things, I can easily represent these things in a sequence manner, right? First I am creating a category wise sales, right? So this will gives you what are all the categories we are having, and under which category what is the sales done for the last 4 years, and this is subcategory wise. So it will show you the 4 year as per the quarters, right? So this is for all 4 quarters, right? So this is the sales details for these things, and I can project state wise sales, right? So these are all the sales details which are given as per the state wise, right? So by creating a story, any person can easily understand the sequence ordering, right? So these are all the things we can analyze, right? So one more thing I want to tell it in the dashboard. So whenever we are working in the tile, it will be very confused manner because the entire space are occupied, right? So I am removing this, and I am removing this, and this too, and this. I am removing this, right? So instead of making the entire width, I am having option called floating, right? So what it will do, it will take the small area and it will be in always floating manner, right? So this is chart 1, and this is chart 2, and this is chart 3, and this is chart 4. So it will be in a floating manner. It won't acquire the entire space, right? So if you are using the floating pan, and if you are viewing the same graph, it will be very superb, right? So it will be in a floating manner, right? Right? So it will be in a floating manner. It won't increase the size. It will be look like this only. If you want, you can use this floating option, right? So instead of going for huge space occupied, instead of that you can go with you can go with floating pan. It will be always in a floating manner. You can move and there, right? So these are all the things which are available in the table. Apart from that, we are having many number of things available, and due to the time constraint, I could not handle all the properties, right? So see here web page is there. So I will tell you one thing in this. So I am removing all the things. So see here, I have a map, right? I am having the map here, right? So I am having the web page here. So for that, what I'm doing, I'm creating. So I'm making thing. I'm giving Tamil Nadu. I'm searching this, and here I'm taking the Wikipedia content. So it will gives you the details about the particular state. So I'm copying this URL and I am placing here, and I'm clicking OK. Now it shows the of Tamil Nadu. Right? So it is showing details of Tamil Nadu, right? So in this map region, wherever I am clicking the point in the map region, I want to get the name of the particular state. What I'm doing, I'm going to go. So in that, I'm having action button or action menu. So click here. You want to add action, right? So go to URL option is there. So and you can copy that URL, right? I don't want to have the information about Tamil Nadu, so I am removing Tamil Nadu. Whatever the state I am clicking, that details will be displayed in the next to the data, right? So I am using Hoover. Hoover means if I am move my cursor on that particular state, it will display the information, right? So I have given and I have clicked, right? So now I am moving to Andhra Pradesh. So now I will get the details about the Andhra Pradesh, right? So we can easily map our data in which place you are selling the products, right? So this can be also easily done. Or else, if you are having website and you are connecting many things in the website, making this dashboard, you can represent what is the details. For an example, I am having all the companies in Andhra. I am having steel plant company, right? So if I am click this, so it will shows the steel plant company. In Maharashtra, I am having some other company. It will display the particular details, right? So the website also you can map from the data, right? So likewise, we are having many number of wonderful options which are available in our Tableau tool. There we can analyze.
Dear participants, just wait for a few seconds. Sir has left out at the meet. Hope there is some technical problem. Soon he will join. Sir,
Ma'am, it is audible.
Yes, sir. It is audible, sir. You can continue.
Okay, madam.
Sir, thank you.
Yes. Do you have any doubts? You can ask.
yes, sir. I think you had finished your presentation.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for nourishing us with your technical session. Your hands-on presentation gave clear idea on many graph preparation for analyzing our data into a dashboard creation. It's time for question answer session. Sir, there are some questions posted in the chat box. Shall I read it?
Yes, madam.
One participant, Purnima Chandrasekhar, had asked how to get rainbow color for graph.
Yes, ma'am. In the mark card, under the color section, you can right click. We can have many number of combination of colors. So you can select your rainbow color and you can give it. That will be visible.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Another question. I hope that you had been clarified in your presentation itself. Anyway, I am asking the question. Can we download the charts and figures as JPG or PNG?
Yes, yes, you can use the copy option. In the image, after presenting the graph in the sheet, you can right click over the sheet. We have a copy option. We have select the copy. In that, we have another option called image. So using that image, you can get it. So if you are not able to understand, I will show once again. I am sharing the screen now. Now my screen is visible.
Yes, sir. Your
Right.
PPT is
So
visible,
this
sir.
is the chart. PPT is visible.
Yes, sir.
This
Yes,
is
sir.
tool is visible. Okay, so this is the graph I have drawn here. So in the sheet, right? So all the sheets I have drawn the graph, right? So right click this, you have an option called copy, and in that you have option called image. Click that, and it will ask for what are the things to be copied, whether you want to copy the title, view, caption, or everything. So you want to copy all the things, and I am opening a PPT, and I am opening a new PPT. I am pasting, right? So if you want to save it as JPG, open as Paint. So you can open Paint, right? And you can paste this, and you can save as JPG.
Yes,
So now
it's
you
clear.
can save it as, so you can save it as JPG, right? So now
Yes,
you
sir.
can get the next question, ma'am.
Yes, sir. The next question is how to use logical functions for these graphs.
So see here, right? So here we are having differences. So if you want to do some calculations, you can do it calculated here, or else if you want to perform any calculation, so see here, right click here, create calculated field. You can do whatever calculation you want, right? So you can, for an example, see here I am doing some calculation. So here sales and profit is there. So I am creating one calculated field, sales and profit, right? So what I am doing, I am simply doing one simple calculation, sum. So we will get a function within the bracket. You can give sales, right? So plus sum within the bracket. You can give profit, right? So now, sorry, profit. So now the condition is correct. I am doing some arithmetic operation. So instead of arithmetic operator, you can do logical operator based on the data, right? If I am apply, so you will get another field that is called sales and profit, right? So okay, see here, sales and profit. I have added both the things, right? So using this create calculate field, you can do whatever calculation you want. Either it is an arithmetic, logical, or comparison operation, whatever operation you want, you can give the condition by using the functions, right? So I am using some, what I can do here, another data, sales bins. So I am creating sales bin here. So in that I am creating discount. So likewise, you can have logical function as well as the arithmetic function. So after creating this, you can move to the chart. So if you want to have this sales and profit, you can use that sales and profit. It will remove, you can remove the sales, right? So by
Yes, sir.
combining sales and profit, we can get this attribute and you can draw the graph against the category, right? So
Yes, sir.
likewise, you can do the logical thing, but I don't have the logical comparison attributes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. There is another question. Is Tableau, sir?
Yeah, tell me, madam.
Yes,
I'm here.
is Tableau able to understand handwritten table?
Yes, it understanding the handwritten table. That's why I show no. See here. So it's look like a handwritten table, right?
Yes, sir.
This is a handwritten table. Some data are in typed format, some data are in handwritten format. So
Yes,
this
sir.
is a PDF format. So sometimes it will take the complete data, sometimes it won't, right?
Okay,
So
sir.
I am having this table. So if I am feeding into the table, this entire table will be taken. Sometimes if the data are not in a proper understandable manner, that time it will consider as the null value, but whatever it may be, it will generate a table.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
But it should be in a PDF format or some other format which is related to that particular software.
Yes, sir. That's what that person is also asking about PDF. Thank you, sir. And the last question from the next meet, participant Sanjay had asked to get a cracked copy of the Tableau.
Yeah, madam, you can easily get the cracked copy of the Tableau. It is freely available in the website.
Yes, sir.
But sometimes if you are using cracked version, something happen, right? So we will not get all the features. So instead of going that, you can directly work with Tableau Public, right? So if you are working only with the sheets, don't go for purchasing the Tableau software because Tableau Public will provide all the features which are available in the Tableau Desktop, but it is free of cost, right?
Yes, sir.
But under one condition, that software will accept only the files. You cannot connect the databases.
Okay, sir.
And also there is a size limit also there. So it cannot accept the large volume of data.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. That's all the queries. So thank you very much for explaining the queries with your hands-on visual presentations too.
Thank
Uh,
you, ma'am.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, participants. Before concluding this knowledge stuffed technical session of this day, there needs a gentle reminder of the whole summary as a report. Now, I request Ms. M. Baby Nirmala, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, to give a brief report on today's session. Ma'am?
Good evening, everyone. Third day of the ATAL-sponsored 5-day faculty development program on integrated data analytics, the tools and application across industry verticals began by invoking God's presence. In the first session, Dr. Nicholas, Professor NIT Trichy, shared his expertise on data imputation and feature engineering. He stressed on the importance of concentrating on missing data values, treating them with the significance of selecting the best features during data analysis process. In the second session, Reverend Father Dr. Sundar Wilson, psychotherapist Anugraha Dindigal, stole the show by his impressive and significant talk on stress management. He explained on eustress, de-stress, and the necessity of relieving from stress and anxiety earlier. The physical changes occurs due to stress and the ways to handle stress and de-stress with many case studies. The session was extremely useful and needful in the new normal days due to the abnormal rise of mental illness. In the third session, Dr. Arunkumar, Assistant Professor, St. Joseph College, Trichy, enriched the audience by sharing his proficiency in data visualization through Tableau. Started with the basics, he explained the table AU features in detail. Finally, he gave hands-on experience with Tableau by applying different data sets, analyzing them, and derived the visualized outcomes.
Thank you, ma'am. When you focus on gratitude, the tide of love rushes into our souls as flood. It's time to express our gratitude. Over now to Miss A. Emima, Assistant Professor of Computer Science, to propose the vote of thanks.
Gratitude is not only the greatest of virtues, but the parent of all others. A very good evening to you all. It's my immense pleasure to propose the vote of thanks to the session. A big thank you to Dr. V Arunkumar for effort towards hands-on session in data visualization using Tableau. By devoting your time and energy to make certain that the lives of the participants are greatly enriched with a practical session, and your lecture was undoubtedly one of the most interesting lectures. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you, participants. You have made this session even more graceful and glorified. Thank you all.
Dear participants, thank you all for your active participation. I hope these sessions were enriching. There is no real ending, it's just the place where you stop the story. We will meet tomorrow with many more knowledgeable sessions. Thank you all. Have a nice evening.
Thank you, ma'am, and thank you to all the faculty members who are participating in the FTP. I wish a success at the end of the day. Thank you.
Thank you, Arunkumar sir, for
Thank
your
you.
good words. And your teaching, your presentation was excellent with the hands-on experience. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, participants. We'll meet tomorrow. Participants, you are requested to fill the attendance form, which is posted in the chat box.